A massive sweep of homeless encampments is underway in Long Beach. City crews are hitting at least 4 different areas, and we're joined live by Long Beach Deputy City Manager Teresa Chandler with an update on how things are going. Thanks so much for being with us this morning. We appreciate it.
Thank you. And thank you for the invitation to be here this morning.
So I want to talk a little bit about, you had a memo that you released last week where you mentioned that the focus of the sweep is on problematic encampments. Can you talk about what deems some of these encampments problematic and what progress you've seen since just yesterday?
Sure. So we were looking at locations across the city, like our public spaces, like parks, beaches, and libraries, where it has just become pretty impacted with folks. There's public health concerns, tents, a lot of tents. More when we look at encampments, it's more than 4 or 5, 6 tents, where it just has been a problem for people to access the services that the city provides in those locations.
Well, I also know some of those encampments, I've seen myself where there's growing piles of garbage too, bicycles, different oil cans, things like that. So I have to imagine it's more than just moving these people into shelter. It's also cleaning the area.
Oh, absolutely. And we have great teams. Our clean teams and our outreach teams are out there on a regular basis. So Long Beach really has a proactive process. All of our city departments who address homelessness go out together on a regular basis to clean these locations. But some of the areas are just harder. We have to, we have a city protocol where we post for 48 hours prior to going in and cleaning. So people have the opportunity to engage in services, connect with our outreach teams, our case managers, move their belongings and get connected to housing, because really that's the long-term goal here in Long Beach, is to get people connected to long-term permanent housing.
And that really can be a struggle. I know there's an estimate of more than 3,000 people living homeless in Long Beach right now. Do you have enough shelter space for people to move into?
Long Beach, we were in a state of emergency to address homelessness last year at this time and for about a year. But over the last few years, we've added a lot of shelter beds to our housing stock. We've partnered with the state. We've gotten those state funds through the Project Home Keys, where we've turned some motels into transitional and then permanent housing. We have a youth shelter coming online. We're in the process of we partner with the county as well. They have a few motels here in Long Beach. We master lease hotels. We have those encampment resolution grants also coming from the state. And so we're really trying to, increase our housing at this time. We have about 1,300 shelter beds, and we're adding about 457. We've added about 457, in the last few years. And we're continuing to add on to our beds there. One thing that really helps is when we have motel owners who will take vouchers. And so if we don't have a shelter bed that night, we can partner with motels to get people connected to, having shelter over their head, and then we will work with them longer term to get them into something more permanent.
I know it's such a delicate balance, though. You have a number of homeless people. I've talked to some of them, even in my neighborhood. They don't want to be housed. They don't want the shelter experience. They want to stay on the street. I've seen even in my own neighborhood where people do maybe go to the shelter for a night or two, then they come back. What is the city doing with some of those people to make sure, because, the neighborhoods also, that's why I say it's a delicate balance. A lot of these neighborhoods don't want these people there, but then what do you do with them if they keep coming back to the same area?
It truly is a delicate balance. You're absolutely right. And so our outreach teams are pretty magical. They're pretty, pretty wonderful folks. They have to go out and, sometimes it takes 20 contacts with someone that could be really service or housing resistant, but finally there could be something that happens in their life or something that turns around. And if they're building that relationship with our outreach workers, building that rapport on any given day, they could say, okay, I'm ready for help. I'm ready for that support. And so it really is about engagement, relationship building, getting to the human center, the heart of it all, because everybody is out there for different reasons. Everyone has their own story, and many people are on the verge of falling into homelessness. So we want to really create those opportunities like a net that can help catch folks before they fall into homelessness. And if they do, that their stay is short. And so for those folks that have been outside for a very long time, we have had a lot of success stories with people that have been homeless for long periods of time who finally are ready to get connected to housing. And a lot of that's just because of our system, our relationships, and all of the care that we put out as we're engaging with people.
All right. Well, Teresa, I could continue talking to you about this issue forever. There's so many different aspects to it, the mental health piece of it, the shelter piece of it. Thank you so much for being with us this morning, and we'll keep checking in on your progress there in Long Beach.
Thank you so much. Really grateful to be here this morning.
Thank you.